and technical difficulties.
Hey, we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome one and all to Metro Detroit Improv's fundraiser for the Amy Fedel Memorial Benefit. I am Madeline, your host for the show, and joining me this evening are several improvisers from our community-based improv group who are pleased to bring you the short form games you will be enjoying tonight. If you're not familiar with improv, improv is a form of live theater where everything, including the plot, characters, and scene, are made up on the spot. It's a fun way to learn how to think on your feet and teaches a lot of real-world communication skills in a very fun way. And now, let's allow our improvisers to introduce themselves before we get started.
Hi, I'm Steve Ainsworth.
I'm Paula Dirks.
Hi, I'm Jim Sneidman.
I'm Scott Ryan.
I'm Timothy Maislick.
I'm Brent Brozick.
I'm Ann Harris.
I'm Michael Mitiletti.
All right. Thank you to all of our improvisers for donating your time and talent for these very important causes. And let's give you, our audience, a little background on the event before we get started tonight. A very good friend of ours and fellow improv enthusiast and coach, Mike Fedel, lost one of his daughters, Amy, to a drunk driver in 1998. His other daughter, Lisa, was seriously injured and in a coma for several weeks. Since 2001, Mike has hosted the Amy Fedel Memorial Benefit to raise money for the organizations involved in the recovery of Lisa and the prevention of additional loss to drunk driving incidents in Michigan. We will be including the links to the following charities in the comments section of the video after the show: Michigan Mothers Against Drunk Driving, the Brain Injury Association of Michigan, and the Epilepsy Foundation of Michigan. In lieu of purchasing a ticket for tonight's show, please consider making a donation to one or several of the organizations that will be listed. For more information on the fundraiser and to learn more about upcoming ways to participate, head on over to amyandlisa.fidel.com. This link will also be included in the comments. And just a quick disclaimer for those of you with younger children around, this show will be at a PG-13 level. So without further delay, let's go ahead and get started with tonight's games. Yay! So our very first game that we want to play is called World's Worst. So this is a game that we like to play as a warm-up. Usually when we play in person, everyone stands in a line and I will give an example of the world's worst blank. And one at a time, our improvisers will, if we were in person, they would step forward, but yes, we will actually boop the camera, if you will, and we will give our version of that world's worst thing. So we have a couple suggestions that I'm going to give them. Why don't we start this evening with world's worst deleted scene from a Star Wars movie? Michael.
Luke, I am your cousin's, sister's, uncle's, brother's, twice removed niece.
Scott.
Live long and prosper.
Anne.
I love you. I know. I know you know. Well, I know you know. I know.
Brent.
Dude, she's your sister.
Steve.
Join the dark side. We have cookies.
Paula.
Here's George Judson.
Tim.
When we last met, you were the master. Now I'm master. I'm a double master.
Jim.
And the milk has turned blue.
Michael.
No, don't press my button. Daisy, Daisy.
Anne.
Would somebody get these damn Ewoks away from my cinnamon buns?
Tim.
What do you mean you can't back up the drive, R2? What do you mean you're at capacity? Well, I don't know. Delete some old files. No, not the Clone Wars. Oh.
Last one, Jim. Let's get another suggestion. How about world's worst person to share an office with? All right, Brent.
Yeah, I go fishing every morning and I gut the fish.
Steve.
Hi, can I tell you about my Batman obsession? You know, he's really cool and he's pointed eared.
Michael.
Hi, my name's Steve Ainsworth, and I like to do accounting stuff. Would you like to hear about all the fun accounting things I do?
Paula.
Yeah, I like to trim my fingernails because it makes me feel clean, and it really is going to enhance your work environment.
Scott.
That's great because I like to clip my toenails. We should sit next to each other.
Brent.
I can fit my whole fist in my mouth.
Anne.
What you smell is my green cheese and Limburger sandwich. It's been gently brewing in my desk.
Tim.
Ready.
Hi, I'm John Krasinski. Hope you don't like your stapler and love Jell-O.
Steve.
Mondays are musical days. The hills are alive with the sound of...
My favorite day. Brent.
My doctor just messaged me. I have COVID.
Ooh. Jim.
Hi, my name is Dave, and I'm going to be your new office mate.
Last one, Anne.
I just love Monday mornings, don't you?
All right, let's go to our last suggestion for this game. How about world's worst thing to say or do on a cooking show? Michael.
I've got good news and I've got bad news. The refrigerator completely died. The even worse news is that we have no food.
Ooh. Oops. Okay, Anne.
Oops. I drooled a little. Oh well, that's okay. Just call it extra sauce.
Oh, Steve.
No, it's the pesticides that give the vegetables flavor.
Paula.
Don't they say that everybody eats a bushel of dirt in their lifetime anyway?
Brent.
Have you found my finger yet?
Oh.
Ooh.
Jim.
Yeah, we are having oysters tonight.
Michael.
Oh shoot, there's a fly. And well, don't worry, it'll add protein.
Scott.
Anyone seen Fluffy?
Ooh.
Ooh.
That'll wrap it up for World's Worst. Thank you, guys. That was, I suddenly lost my appetite and I don't know why. All right. So let's move on to our first game of the evening. This game is called Three-Headed Expert. And this game will start with Anne, Paula, and Steve as our expert. And the way this works is it'll be an expert with three heads, Anne, Paula, and Steve. And we'll put you guys in that order. So Anne, you'll be 1, Paula, you'll be 2, and Steve will be 3. And the other improvisers here, welcome Tony, hello, will be asking questions to our expert. Any kind of question, but first what we'll do is we will ask our expert what their name is and if they have any kind of specialty or area of expertise, if you will. So why don't I start by asking our expert those questions. What's your name and do you have an area of expertise?
My
Nombre.
Is
Heloise
Churchill.
Downings.
the third.
My
Speciality
Is
especially
run-on
sentences.
However,
I
Am
really,
excited
about
noodles.
today.
even
Rotini.
Ones.
I love rotini, and I'm sorry for interrupting you there. May I call you Churchill?
yes.
I'm seeing a shrug and a yes. So yes, one of your heads said yes. So I'm going to refer to you as Churchill. Improvisers, do we have any questions for our noodle enthusiast expert this evening? Yes, Michael, why don't you start us off?
Yes, Eloise Churchill. How do you ever get lost in your own sentences and worry that people are going to forget what you started talking about?
That
Is
A
problem
sometimes.
but
not
Today,
because
I
meditated.
a
before
Nourishing.
breakfast.
That is the best time to meditate, before nourishing breakfast. I totally agree. It gets your day started off, the right way. So, how about another question for Churchill? Yes, Scott.
What's an appropriate gift for today, which is Sweetest Day?
the
Specialist.
Chocolate
with
Sprinkles.
and
red
Daffodils.
mixed
into
Swirly.
patterns.
I didn't know you could eat daffodils personally, but that sounds actually really good. I would buy some for myself. I hope that's not sad. How about another question for our expert? Yes, Tony, go ahead.
What is the best way to keep track of time?
I
Don't.
I think that was a word that I didn't hear, but it doesn't sound like Churchill has a good way of knowing. No? Okay. How about one more question for our expert? Yes, Jim.
Yes, if you could make one item totally verboten on pizza, which item would it be?
ostriches.
Daffodils.
And
Absent
Polka dots.
which
always
Shine.
rightly
and
Lose.
their
flavor.
I hope that helped, Jim. Now you'll have a better idea next time you order pizza. What
Now
not to
I
order.
know. Thank you, Churchill, very much. Thank you.
Well, I want to thank you, Churchill, for your time today. I don't know what we would do without you and your expertise. That was very useful for all of us, I'm sure, and our audience. So thank you. All right. Well, why don't we move on to our next game here? This is one of my personal favorite games. It's called 90-Second Alphabet. We're going to be playing 2 rounds of it because it goes pretty quickly, as you can guess from the title. So we're going to start off with Brent, Steve, and Tony in our first round. And we'll start with 90 seconds on the clock, which I have here. We're going to give Brent, Steve, and Tony in that order a letter to start with from the alphabet. Their goal is to continue the scene full circle. Every next sentence will have to start with the next letter of the alphabet. Their goal is to come full circle back to that same letter that this started with in 90 seconds before my timer goes off. So it's actually pretty tough in the digital realm because there's a little bit of lag sometimes between our computers. So we actually lose a few seconds if there's any technology blip going on. But the way we've been practicing, I have high hopes we're gonna do just fine. So for our first game, Brent, you'll be 1, Steve, you'll be 2nd, and Tony, you'll be 3rd. Let's give them a letter of the alphabet.
W.
W is the letter that I heard. You will start with W, and then let's give them a scene suggestion. How about a location?
Mars.
Alcatraz.
Ooh, those are both really good. Let's do Alcatraz. How about that? So Alcatraz is your suggestion. Your letter is W. And Brent, you will begin starting now.
We're not going to get out of here.
Xander, don't be so pessimistic.
You want to have a Scooby snack?
Zoinks, I do.
Always with the Scooby snacks.
But they're always good in stressful times.
Can you share the box?
Don't do it now.
Frank, you know you love a Scooby snack when you're stressed.
Great snack to have.
Hey, did we forget something?
I sure don't. Scooby snacks.
Jail. We're in jail.
Keep it down. The guards will hear us.
I think I'm right this time.
Many prison cells are on this island.
Now I'm getting really confused.
Oh, did I lost track of my situation at this moment?
Prison, it's also called prison. That's where we are.
Quite possibly you've messed the alphabet up, yes.
Really? Now I gotta retake grade school.
School wasn't my strong point.
Take a class in jail. They actually offer, your GED.
Usually, that's kind of pricey.
Victorious, I wasn't in school.
Wow!
Oh, they were 1 away, but
Helps not to do all the letters. That's,
they
We gotta
did
look for
all the
Flapper cheating.
letters.
Well,
So
they missed E.
that was pretty darn good, if I do
miss
say
him.
so myself.
Didn't miss him.
Nice job. Yeah, that's true. There were a couple that may or may not have been skipped, but
No. Yeah.
no worries. You guys are great. All right, let's do round number 2. Let me make sure. Okay, my clock is reset. For this next round, let's have Paula, Scott, and Anne in that order. So Paula, you'll be 1, Scott 2, Anne, you'll be number 3. And let's give a letter to our second group to start with.
L.
T.
L is the letter that I heard, L. And let's give them a situation.
Stranded on Mars.
Stranded on Mars. You are stranded on Mars, and your letter is L. And it will go Paula, Scott, and Anne. We have 90 seconds on the clock, starting now.
Look, I see the Sky Rover.
man, this place is overrated.
Not even a Tim Hortons.
Open the peanut butter, please.
Peanut butter? Will that spoil on Mars?
Quite a bit, yeah.
Right on. It really spoils a lot.
So, where is everybody?
Taco Bell.
Underneath Taco Bell.
Venus. Hey, is that Venus over there in the sky?
Xavier, look, take a picture.
Yeah.
Zebras could have done a better job taking that picture, Scott.
Oh my, that is so lame.
Blame me for the picture. It's typical.
Can you at least zoom it to station?
Duh.
Everybody knows that.
For sure.
Gosh, you guys, really, let's get going.
Hey, should we take a selfie first?
I think so.
Just get together now.
Kneel down in front of the camera, quick.
Look.
Yay! Did
Hey,
it!
we did
Oh
it!
my goodness, that was close. Give my hand. Right. That's
I
it.
can't
That's how you
believe
do
we
it.
did it.
What'd you say, Anne?
I said I can't believe we did it.
Oh my gosh, it was close. It was close, but you pulled it off. Pretty nice.
And you didn't skip anything, too.
Nice job.
What did the first round? Did I skip anything? No.
That is such a hard game, even to play like in person, you know. I know sometimes like we like to add 10 seconds, but 90 seconds is fast. Okay, nice job. Let's go on to our next game. This one is called Steal the Line. And this game is for Steve, Tim, Jim, and Michael. So the way this game works is Steve and Tim are going to be in one scene, and Jim and Michael are going to be in another scene. We're going to give them 2 different suggestions, and Team B will have to listen for a line to steal from Team A. At any point, they're going to say, freeze. They're going to either clap their hand and yell freeze or tap the camera and yell freeze. Then they're going to use that line that they heard from this team and start their scene using their category suggestion. And the same thing is going to happen back and forth until we're done. Sound good?
There's mud.
Okay, good. So Steve and Tim, you are our first group, or group A rather. Can I have a suggestion? What is the last large purchase that you made?
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper is your suggestion for Steve and Tim. And then for Jim and Michael, give me an example of a dirty job.
A pig farmer.
Pig farmer is the suggestion for Jim and Michael. So Steve and Tim will start us off whenever you're ready.
Okay, I got the truck. It's filled with toilet paper, so we're set.
Oh, the Fitzsimmons house is going to be TP'd so hard.
Oh, yeah. You know, we're just going to get in the trees and in the gutters.
Bushes. Cody Fitzsimmons, that's the last time he'll make fun of me at marching band.
Freeze. Cody Fitzsimmons, that's the last time you'll make fun of me in marching band. We're going to have ourselves a Hatfield and McCoy spot like pig farmers do.
Oh, you betcha. You betcha. That's what we're going to do. Then we're going to drag him through that muck out there. That ain't going to be fun at all. He's going to need all that TP.
Darn tootin'. And we just got to make sure we keep cousin Juliet from their Romeo. Otherwise, we'll have a regular family feud on our hands.
Oh, we don't want to see that. No, sirree.
Freeze. Oh, we don't want to see that because he made you cry the last time he picked on you.
Yeah, I was just sweating. It was on the marching band field, you know. I was sweating a lot on my face, okay? Sweating. I wasn't crying.
It's okay. You can cry.
I wasn't crying, okay? Look, Dutch, I wasn't crying.
There's crying in marching band. Everybody knows that.
No, I'm the drum corps. I'm the foundation that you build upon the show.
Well, you're the triangle. It's not
Freeze. You're a triangle. You're not quite the most important part to this pyramid scheme, but we will outwit the other family like no one's business.
Well, that sounds good to me. Now, I want to talk to you a bit about calling them hogs. Now, you got Suey, you got Janie, and you got Petey.
Well, cousin, do you think you could demonstrate how to Suey like a pig so I can get some ideas?
How about that one there? How about Janie?
I think I can.
Janie. Remember, they all called you because you're following Janie, who you have a big crush on, and they're screaming Janie, and she saw you crying.
Yeah.
Oh, and
my geometry in math class. You know, if she said she'd admired my triangle.
Well, you do a good isosceles. There's no doubt.
Yeah, the a squared plus the b squared, you know, and then She said she could see us together.
Freeze. No, she said she could see us together, cousin. I mean, I think we could give this feud if you and I could figure out a way to be together.
That's the way cousins do. I mean, you're together a lot, and you go out.
Freeze. You're together a lot, so maybe it will work out.
You think? Maybe I should play "Boys Don't Cry" by The Cure for her, and she'll be into me.
That'll just remind her of the marching band practice.
Oh, let's get back to the point then. All right, so we're gonna TP the Fitzsimmons, and then she'll see I'm brave.
Freeze. Let's get back to the point. We're gonna TP the Fitzsimmons, and then she's gonna see how brave we are, and she ain't gonna have no interest in Romeo.
Oh, that's right. Because them Fitzsimmons, you know, they come out there and they throw things at you when you TP their house.
You know those Fitzsimmons, they come out and they throw things at you. So that's why we also have the truck.
Yes, and we'll just drive away after we'll drive by TP him.
That's a good idea, Dutch.
We'll drive by and TP him.
I think that's a great idea. We can get one of them TP launchers. You know, you seen that thing?
Freeze. We can get one of those TP launchers.
Yeah.
We're a bunch of nerds. We know how those
It's
engineers.
just pneumatic cannon where you just add the pressure on there and you just
freeze. It's just a pneumatic cannon. Add the pressure.
Whoa, we're taking all over the place now. You took out one of the hogs.
Oh dear.
We'll end the game right there with the poor hog being taken out by a pneumatic cannon. Wow, that was fun. Woo! Well, now we know who to call if we ever need a pig to be sued. Jim's the man for that job. Okay, thank you guys. That was quite entertaining. All right, this next game is called Whose Line? And this will involve 4 people, 2 who will be our writers and 2 who will be our improvisers. So our writers are going to be Jim and Anne, who will be writing one-liners to our actors, Tim and Brent. So we're going to give a scene to Tim and Brent. We'll get a category in a second here. And Jim will be basically texting one-liners to Tim for him to plug in to his scene at any random point. So whenever Tim feels like looking over at a suggestion, he has to somehow insert that into the scene and justify it so that it makes sense. Same thing with Anne and Brent. Anne will be sending one-liners to Brent that only Brent can see. And in the middle of the scene, as many times as he chooses, he can pull out those one-liners and use them in the scene and try to justify them as well. So that's how the game works. Why don't we start by getting Tim and Brent a suggestion. What is your favorite restaurant?
the Roma.
The Rolla?
Roma.
The Roma. I have never been there, but let's use it. The Roma is your suggestion. Do with that what you will. And the game is Whose Line? Tim and Brent, take it away.
Giovanni, I'm so happy that you've decided to join the family business.
It's good to be here, yeah?
Mm-hmm. It's so good. It's so good. And like all of our kitchens and around Grandma's kitchen, let's begin with the family saying, which is, of course, as you know, I have it tattooed here on my arm. It is, Debbie does dialysis.
Oh, Debbie, yeah. You know what? When they hired me, they said I had to talk with that accent, but I think it's a little offensive, so I'm not going to.
It's a little weird. I mean, we haven't been back to Italy in forever. No. And of course, Grandma Debbie, horrifically, just had a terrible bout of dialysis. Her kidneys just gone. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember my grandma had that once, and but she just had it on the short part.
Yeah.
Of what I don't know, but she just said it was on her short part.
On her short part. She wasn't allowed to work in the kitchen after that, after a while, but that's okay. That's what you're here for now. You're going to entertain so many friends and family members and just so many people. having so many tremendous occasions. It's going to be great. In fact, in about a month or two, I know we're going to have graduates. And over at, Lake Valley High, those Broncos, they have their saying, their big catchphrase before the game. And it goes, oh, how does it go? It goes, will you buy me a walrus? Those Broncos, I don't know. Yeah, those kids.
That's very interesting because I went to the rival school and our motto there was it was even beluga whales get the blues.
That's hey. I think somebody didn't Tom Waits do a song about that?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. And it actually, the title was a little different.
What was the title of that album?
It was called Never Get the Sweetbreads in August.
That's it. Oh gosh, Tom Waits so good. We're gonna have a lot of fun in this kitchen. Let's start with, of course, preheating the oven. And you know what? Let's get out Grandma Debbie's classic recipe card. So here we go. So of course she always had little cute notes with any of her recipes. Like this one says, let's see here. I lost my sandwich. Classic Debbie.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll try one out here. The little mouse catches the biggest fly. Oh.
Yeah. No, that's her Chilean sea bass recipe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Okay. She uses mice in her Chilean sea bass.
It's a fantastic bait. Yeah.
Okay, well, at least for dessert, I think on this card, this recipe card here is no one makes a cannoli like Johnny, but
yeah,
prison.
People go crazy for Johnny's cannolis. Like they really sell out fast.
Yeah, I don't know if I want a prison cannoli though. That doesn't sound good.
Okay. So Johnny did his time. He repaid his debt to society. And you know what? They never found that last, that witness, I heard that witness was paid off. Remember what we said on the stand? Hang on. I got the courtroom transcription right here. That witness, that little, of course, eyewitness to Johnny's alleged crimes, set out and he said, like, I set the squirrels loose. So that's him. That wasn't Johnny.
Yeah, and I know right before Johnny went away, I remember seeing that on the news. He just stood there and yelled, "Cheese Castle is mine!" And then they tased him, and he was gone for 7 years.
Did his out with good behavior. It was 7 to 10, and he did the minimum, so it's fine.
That's saying something. So now we have his cannoli recipe, and we're gonna be in business.
Yeah, and speaking of which, let me read a passage from Johnny's cannoli recipe. And let's see here. It's Can you tell me how to reach nirvana?
Linda, right there. I am getting hungry talking about these cannoli. I don't know about you guys. This seems to be a recurring theme that comes up in our improv meetup is the cannoli. I love a cannoli. But I don't know if I want a Johnny cannoli. I don't know. Maybe.
Delicious.
Cannoli.
Anywho, thank you guys. That was a lot of fun. Our next game involves everybody. This next game is called Channel Surfer. So I will be playing the person watching TV, essentially, with my remote here. And I will be pairing off everyone else who is improvising today. So they will be basically representing a channel on TV. They will all start with their videos off. And when I call their channel, they will turn on their video and they will begin whatever it is that basically they'll make up a station. So it could be a commercial, it could be the middle of a movie, it could be, an infomercial, whatever. And they have to basically be ready to turn their video off and on at a moment's notice because I'm going to be controlling them with my little remote here. So why don't we pair y'all off? Let's do Steve and Paula. You will be channel 2. All right. Let's do Anne and Michael. You will be channel 4. Brent and Scott, you will be channel 6. Jim and Tim, you will be channel 8. And Steve, did I wait,
Yeah, you
Tony.
got me already.
Okay. All right. The videos are moving everywhere. So Tony, you will be, let's see, did I forget anybody else? Okay, Tony, you will be channel 8 with Tim and Jim. Sound good? Okay, perfect. So video off, everybody. All right. Well, I have my remote here, watching TV. Why don't we see what's on channel 6?
What is a cannoli?
That is correct.
Yes.
Yeah, and you've just won a year's supply of turtle wax.
All right. Wow. Now all I need to do is win a car.
Guess what's in our next showcase?
What is a car?
No, it's a moped.
Oh, man. But can I pick another category?
You sure can.
Okay, I'll take what rhymes with Schenectady for 300.
Okay, and your answer is beluga caviar.
Channel 4.
So, are you my prison mate? My name is Johnny. What are you in here for?
I'm Rocco. We don't talk about what I'm in here for. You got that?
I got it. Look, Rocco, I can make a mean cannoli. Some people say canolo. I say capiche.
Oh, you're that Johnny guy. I've heard of you.
Yeah, you know. Look,
yeah.
I got to
you gonna make with the cannoli and then I'll take them and I'll sell them and I'll give you a cut and I'll
we'll
keep
become
the rest
famous.
of the people from hassling.
Yep, and in the meantime, while you're selling the cannoli that I make, I will be digging a hole in the side of the wall, Shawshank Redemption style, you know?
I never saw that movie.
Channel 2.
Janice, it's important. I know you're busy in surgery all the time, but I have to say that I'm madly in love with you.
I knew it, but I don't think I have time to express my love right back right now.
But why?
I have to do surgery. I have to do 10 hours of surgery, but I'll wait for you, Stephen. I'll wait.
But if the patient dies, how will you go on?
Well, I'll have you, Stephen. You are my king. You are what I wait for every day after surgery.
Channel 8.
All
right.
I believe that's the yes. Talk.
Form up.
Yes.
Island Alliance.
Island Alliance.
Island Alliance.
Right.
Alliance.
Island Alliance.
Those guys over there. They're building
Those
that
what?
lean-to.
Yeah.
They're getting that fresh water. Low priority. Low priority.
Yes.
We gotta figure out what the cannibalism order is.
Oh, you're going first, man.
Whoa, me?
No. Yeah. You're usually right out there in front of us all, and you're marching and you're singing really loud. It brings a lot of attention. So, yeah. I'm behind Tony.
I'm usually the brave one here, but I suggest we steal water because we're cool.
Stealing water would be cool, except they're cannibals.
We're on an island. We're surrounded by water, guys. We don't need to secure. It's there.
It's salty.
Okay. So's pickle juice, so you drink that.
Channel 6.
Did you hear that?
Did. I went first last time. It's your turn to go now.
But You're closer.
I know I'm closer. I'm just scared. I think I wet myself.
I'm gonna go push him into the woods.
Okay. I'll wait.
Oh, you could hear me? Oh, you weren't supposed to hear me. I think it's really quiet, except for the sound of a knife sharpening. That sounds like something you should go check out.
Okay. I'm gonna go check it out. Won't go anywhere. I'll be
Go in the house where it's probably much safer.
okay. All right.
If anything happens, it probably wasn't me. It might be me. It might be me.
Channel 2.
And welcome to Perfect Friends, where we have a show just for your cat friends.
Yes, whether it's Mimi or Puddles or little Scruffy, we are here to have a great time together.
Today's topic is, what are you dressing your cat up for Halloween?
I mean, really, who doesn't dress up their cat for Halloween?
So we've got a bunch of new costumes here. This one here, this is little kitty Batman. You can see the little ears on there. It's
I've got little Catwoman. How about that?
That's ironic.
You know, you can get 5 of these for $9.99 if you order in the next 30 seconds. 1-800-CAT-BABY. That's
you don't
the number.
want to miss out on this. Don't want to miss out on this.
Channel 4.
Everybody loves bananas, but have you ever tried to slice one?
No, that sounds impossible.
Absolutely. It's not as if an ordinary knife could do the job. That's why you need the Ronco Banana Slicer.
Now wait, something as fantabulous as that probably cost an arm and a leg.
It usually would, Joe, but we're having a special offer today, and customers who call right now can get 2 for $12.99. That's 2 for $12.99.
What a steal! Can anybody use these fancy knives or just trained experts?
But Ronco Banana Slicer is for the whole family.
Channel 8.
And tonight on Bowling for Parole, we have Tim on the right and Tony on the left. Now, what we're going to do is to take the heaviest ball and roll it down there, and if you get a strike, you're paroled. Hey! Okay, Tim, he's winding up, he's ready to go, and... Oh, no, that's 10 more years. Tony, you're up next. Let's see what you got here. Okay, and let her rip. And no, Tim has a roommate. That's fantastic. So now we're off to the next round where we're going to have Bill and Bob come along. Bill. Oh, Bill's still...
Wait, Tony, get over here. Tony.
Oh, what is it, Tim?
Get over here.
Yeah, what's up, Tim?
We're not wearing handcuffs right now. We're just in an alley. There's no gates.
Excuse me, officer. These gentlemen need handcuffs.
Let's get out of here.
Where are we gonna go?
We're gonna go.
Power off. That's our game, folks. That's Channel Surfer. Great job to everyone.
We almost escaped too.
They almost got out. Nice job.
That was close, Tony.
Gonna pick up my cousin Johnny.
Well, I want to go bowling now, so thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Our next game is called Conducted Rant. And this game, we will have 4 folks. We will have Tony, Scott, Paula, and Michael. And what we're going to do is give each of them first a number, and then we will give them something to rant or complain about. And basically, I'm going to act as their conductor by holding up their number and telling them to stop by making this motion. And then I will hold up another number and that person will speak. And then toward the end, we're going to start bringing everybody in. There will be overlap. It's going to be havoc. And then we will cut them. And the last person will say one statement and we'll end the game. So I will have Tony, you'll be number 1 for this game. Okay, Scott, you'll be number 2. Paula, you will be number 3. Michael, you will be number 4. So for their thing to rant about, why don't we let's get a hobby for Tony.
Oh no.
Goldfish collecting.
Fish collecting? Okay, Tony, fish collecting is your subject to rant about. Scott, let's give him a
Crochet.
popular vacation spot for Scott.
The Crochet
Tahiti.
Islands. No.
What did you say, Tim?
Tahiti.
Tahiti. Scott,
Tahiti.
your rant topic is Tahiti.
Tahiti.
For Paula, let's give her a well-known movie.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Okay, hope you know what that one is. If not, it'll be funny. Okay, and Michael, let's give him a household chore.
Cleaning out the cat litter.
Cat litter cleaning for Michael. So again, let's just do a quick recap of your topics. Tony,
Fish collecting.
Scott,
Tahiti.
Paula,
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
and Michael.
Cat litter cleaning.
Okay, I'll get my conducting hands ready. And we will begin with
You know, this movie, I think about Harrison Ford, and then I think of Michael Douglas. I'm like, which one is it? I think it's Harrison Ford, and but I get him mixed up with Indiana Jones, so then it's all really confusing. And then who's the female lead? I mean, is it Catherine somebody? I can't remember her name, but I know there's boulders running after him, and there's scary things, and is he running from bad guys? I mean, I have sketchy thoughts about what this movie's really about. I know I saw it.
What is the big deal about fish collecting? I mean, it's not like we're talking about a Pokemon card or a baseball card or say fancy bottle caps, but no, fish collecting. Apparently, this is the bee's knees. Let's say I carry a big brass. That's fancy stuff. Who cares about a car? Who cares about collecting books or figures? Nope, you got to carry a big brass to put on your dismantle. Be like, hey, kids, your daddy does fish collecting. What is the big...
Well, my doctor said I have to stop complaining about cleaning up after Gertrude the kitty, but it just gets me into such a frazzle when she takes a doo-doo in the kitty litter, and I have to scoopity-doopity out of the kitty litter, and I'm like, oh, poopity-poopity on this. I don't like this. No, I do not. It makes my heart pressure go up, and the doctor says that's very bad.
First of all, Tahiti. It's one of these islands. It's like Polynesia, and where is that? It's not a continent. Nobody can find it on a map. Tahiti, it's got all the vowels, every other letter. You can't. People have been on the island probably hundreds of years, thousands of years. Nobody even seems to know where it is. It probably get washed over by a 3-foot-high wave and everything.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean, oh, my mouth is so dry from keeping it open all that time. But I think they go after the Holy Grail or something, and it's and they're in a big cave, and it's scary. And are there snakes? Are there snakes in the? I mean, I think he falls.
So then I have to call Gertrude's litter box the Holy Grail, because holy cannoli, when I see the poopa-doopoo, I'm just like, oh, fiddlesticks, because I got to carry it out.
Not to mention, basses, flounders, walleyes, all fancy fishes. Who needs a job and a wife? Just do fish collecting. Look at me now. My life is great. Just look at it. I got a big wall of fishes. My whole house stinks like a monkey's butt. And just look at it.
By the way, it's so hot. Any island with a funky sounding name. By the way, it sounds like one of those fruity drinks where you stick the umbrella in and you sip on the eye with the umbrella.
And then, Harrison Ford's been alive.
Very tasty sausage.
Oh, confound it. You done got doo-doo in the last time in the kitty litter, and now I gotta clean it up again, and I'm getting all frazzled and dazzled, and I just can't take it no more. Why, I'm gonna have to.
And that's why you need a grass skirt when you go.
Nice job. I am no Mozart, but I would have to say that that was some concert.
It was a regular cacophony.
It sure was. Very nice job, you guys. All right, let's go on to our next game here. This game is called Rhyme Time. This is with Tim and Michael. So Rhyme Time works by giving these two guys a scene. They will start off, and at random points within the scene, I'm going to ding this bell, and they are going to stop and redo the last line, but rhyming with at least the last word that they just said. So it's similar to a game that we like to play called New Choice, but this is a little bit more challenging in that they have to not only replace the sentence that they just said, but they have to rhyme with themselves. So I might ding this only once. I might ding it 5 times. We'll see. Depends on my mood. So, all right. For Tim and Michael, let's give them a suggestion for a scene. What's something that's been sitting in your online shopping cart?
Screwdriver.
I heard screwdriver. So screwdriver will be your topic, and the game is Rhyme Time. Tim and Michael, take it away.
Hey, stranger, can I buy you a screwdriver?
Sir, I would prefer not to get a random drink from just any person, but sure, this is a bar, why not?
There you go.
Oh, there's alcohol in this.
Yeah, but there's also orange juice, so it's healthy.
You think that orange juice is good? Are you in some kind of a mood? I think I should be sent to the flued.
Well, yeah, I mean, hanging out in airport bars, you know, it just goes to show, you know, seen them all on the tarmac, on the flued, first class.
You see, I came from a distant country where the flued is what we say when we mean a very bad place, a very dive restaurant.
Oh, where are you from exactly?
Oh, I'm from this little town in Alaska called Amsterherhoven.
Alaska, they got a lot of snow, right?
Oh,
Alaska, they got a lot of snowed bike. Alaska, they got a lot of Snoop Doop.
Yep, they do got a lot of snoopity doop. They even have an old lady who likes to call her poopity poop, but we don't talk about her and her cat.
Is that Agnes?
That would be Agnes. Agnes is a very excitable person, surprised that she is so cold, but we live with her.
She's like your town, what, constable?
She's the town nut.
A nut.
She's the town butt. She's the town slut. She's the town crut. A crut is kind of like, again, this language barrier in Alaska means that we have very strange words. Crut is like criminal, but it's like, you know, the cooler version.
Oh, right, because Alaska, you got like 100 words for dog sled races, right?
Well, you want to know the reason why?
For dog sled races?
For all the names, actually. But I'll tell you the dog sled thing, too.
Yeah.
The reason why we have so many words is because our lips freeze together, and sometimes the words just kind of come out strange, like blah, blah, blah. But we have...
Okay. Yeah. So what sound do bees make there?
They go blop, dee, blop, blop, blop. Droppity, drop, drop, drop. Floppity, flop, flop, flop. Croppity, crop, crop, crop. Doppity, dop, dop, dop. It's a very lovely sound. You could be sitting out there in the frigid snow, and there come Mr. Buzzy Bee going doppity, dop, dop, dop.
Oh yeah, because they pollinate the tundra.
Yeah, you would think they wouldn't have anything to do out there in Alaska, but don't you know, every year there they come, freezing their little wings off.
Oh, amazing. And here we were worried about murder hornets. And here we were worried about gosh darn it's.
Yeah, gosh darn it can be a real bad term to say when you're upset. That's why I use fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks.
That's good.
Yeah, you know, you could be like, son of a fiddlestick.
That's good. I'm glad the airlines, they opened back up, and you know, you got to watch your language.
You know, that's the one thing when you get onto a plane. You have to speak clear. You have to watch out for deer. You need to have no fear. You need to be teary, very teary. Because, it's a very,
Hey,
it just gets to me.
hey, trust me. I used to be in marching band, and I got bullied a lot.
Yeah,
I'm better now, but ooh.
Oh my God, are you Tim the Crybaby? Speechless. I've left Crybaby Tim speechless.
We'll end the game there. Yes, I would give 10,000 points. Who made that callback? Was that Tim?
How's that nickname? You know the Fitzsimmons.
Tim, you
All right,
won the game. I'm giving you 10,000 points. I think you locked up on us, but great job.
Oof.
What was the callback?
You were frozen. The crying band member, I think.
I thought he was just glaring at him.
Yeah. Tim, you froze for a good 5
so
seconds.
too.
But I enjoyed it. I took you out for a little walk there with that game. So, some of the words though, I didn't want to be that mean, so I waited a little bit for the 1 syllables, but I think you did pretty good. Pretty good. All right, let's move on to our second to last game of the evening, as Michael faints. Number of words is our almost last game. This involves Scott, Tim, and Jim. So for this game, Scott will be not limited to the number of words that he says. So he will be our straight person, as we call it. And then we will give Tim and Jim a number of words that they will be limited to saying. So after we give them their scene, Tim and Jim will be limited to using only that number of words in their sentence for the entire scene. So Scott's job is to be the glue that holds the scene together, basically. So let's get, first of all, 2 numbers that add up to 7.
3.
1 and 6.
I heard 1 and 6. So why don't we do that? 1 and 6. So Tim, I'm going to give you 1 word, and Jim, I'm going to give you 6. Okay? So you are limited, and let's get for the suggestion for their scene. What is your favorite pastime activity that you might have?
Baseball.
Baseball is your suggestion. All right, Tim, you are 1 word. Jim, you are 6. Scott, you are unlimited. And the game is number of words. Go ahead.
Boy, it is a great day for a game of baseball, huh, guys?
It certainly is a great day.
Don't you agree, Tim?
Ready.
Are you gonna maybe get the glove, and if you hit the pop fly, maybe battle some like 9-year-olds, maybe hit the foul ball?
Pitch it.
Tim, you could do that if
he knew how to actually use a glove. I hear what you're saying, right? But I wonder, Tim, what do you think about maybe getting some? She get something to eat, maybe some hot dogs, soda,
hot dogs and nachos with
cheese.
You hungry?
I could
Nobody's
use
some not hungry in the
more.
ball game.
Say that again, Scott, Ryan.
Who's not hungry at a ball game?
Not me. I always eat there.
Coach?
I'm a little curious as to how you do the eating and counting without spilling anything, but you must be a very careful eater. You guys prefer, you want the regular hot dogs or the bratwurst?
I use the plastic bib eat.
Tim?
Kielbasa.
Oh, kielbasa. Ketchup or?
Mustard.
Ketchup, mustard, mayo, pickles, onions, buns.
So Jim, you go and get the hot dog at the start of the game, and after you put all that, you're back in your seat by what, middle of the 4th inning?
At least by the 4th inning.
I mean, the beer's probably warm by then, the soda's flat, the ice is melted.
Yuck.
But then I can throw it.
Hey,
Catch.
Who's your favorite player, Tim?
Miguel
Which Miguel?
Cabrera.
Is Miguel from the Outer Limits?
I think he was, and then he got traded for a TV show to be named later.
Oh, that guy. I saw him.
Last
Jimmy-
night. No,
Pardon?
tonight.
So, guys, are we betting any money on the game?
Big money. I want to win.
Some cabbage.
I see Tim's playing it close to the vest, Jim. I think maybe he thinks that you guys are betting maybe like in opposite directions.
I
Whatever the official
am
bookie term
betting
is.
on the winners.
Do we have any chance of winning anything this year?
Odds?
Not a chance. Win us? Ha!
Nice job, you guys. That one's always tricky, especially with one word. So great job, everybody. And Tim for your one word there. And Scott for being the glue that holds it all together. And very, very nice. So sad announcement. This is our last game of the evening. But it's a fun one because it's an all play. So this game, our final game of the evening is called Challenge. How it works is we're going to split the players here into two groups. One will be 4 people, one will be 5. And what will happen is we will give them 2 things that people don't normally argue about. Like, for example, peanut butter and jelly, or glasses or contacts, or something like that, something silly. So why don't let's first divvy up the actors. Yeah, let's do that first. So let me have Tim, Michael, Tony, and Scott. You guys will be Team A. So if you want to change your name to Team A or whatever topic you get, that will work. So that leaves Paula, Anne, Brent, Steve, and Jim, Team B. Okay, so let's get our suggestion. What are 2 things that people don't normally argue about?
Rats or cockroaches?
Ooh, I kind of like that one. Rats or cockroaches? Okay, let's go with that. Let's have Team A. You guys can be. Let's have you guys be rats. Team A is rats. Team B, cockroaches. Okay, so if you want to change your name to your topic, feel free. Otherwise, it's rats versus cockroaches, and let's have somebody from the rats team start our debate on which is better.
Well, first of all, rats, much more positive PR. We got Ratatouille, hello, the Pied Piper. I mean, a lot of music involved in that. Everybody dancing around.
Great challenge. Cockroaches had their own musical movie with Live with Jim or something like that. Anyway, they had a great song called Funky Towel. It was awesome. And you can't find talent like that in rats. Cockroaches got it. You know.
Challenge. Hold on a second. A musical, something that's gonna fly off of the stage, that's gonna live forever in the hearts and minds of audiences.
Roaches live forever. You can't kill them. They continue and continue, and they proliferate. And you think you got rid of them? No, they're gone.
Challenge. I'm sorry. Yes, roaches live forever, but rats died for you. They do medical testing, scientific testing. They die so you can try out that soda drink.
Great challenge. Rats also brought the bubonic plague, nearly wiped out a quarter of humanity. So
Challenge. That's lice and you know it. How
Challenge.
dare you?
You know, I've seen a few roaches in the past, man, and they're pretty cool. I mean, I got a big box full of them.
No, challenge. No, the roaches. I know where you're going with that, you and your Mr. 420. Yeah, none of that's going to fly here. See, it's the rats because roaches, hey, do rats scurry when we turn on the lights? No, roaches run for the
Challenge.
corner.
Rats don't scurry, but I mean, why would they scurry? That's like, they're like an exclamation point. It's like you say rats. You know, how dumb is that? You don't say roaches.
Challenge.
Yeah.
The cockroaches thinking they're all dead. That's poppycock. Hashtag nothing more than creepy crawlies. Rats are actually cuddly.
Challenge, man. I mean, there's only one thing that is going to be around longer than roaches, and that's Twinkies, man. Twinkies are going to be around.
I'm sorry, but you know what's been around longer? Scooby-Doo. And Scooby-Doo can say rats because that's the only words he can say. Things that starts with R.
What do you think Scooby snacks were? They were roaches, okay? They were eating roaches instead of like what you thought they were eating, okay? That's it. No rats. They didn't eat rats on Scooby-Doo. They ate roaches.
Challenge. Clearly your knowledge of Scooby-Doo is out the window. Scooby-Doo was a dog.
Clearly you don't know who Shaggy is, man.
Challenge. Shaggy, you want Shaggy here? Hey, we've got a hairstyle named after the rats. The rat tail. Hello, right there with the mullet.
Challenge.
There was a Disney movie called Shaggy DA, and you know what was in that? There were roaches. You couldn't see them because they were in the background.
Challenge. Like zoinks, man. I have movies about me and they have rats in them. So like, I don't know what you want. We got everything. We even got cockroaches, but we don't even talk about them because the rats are the thing to talk about, dude.
Challenge. Have you ever seen a rat play a piano, man? Because I've seen roaches play Beethoven, man.
Challenge. A rat can teach you karate. All right? Master Splinter will help you be a master ninja. You will fight the Foot Clan. You will save the day.
That was a really bad heavy metal band in the 80s, okay? Roaches, they play music with their legs. They play like mating songs with their legs all the time.
Challenge.
Tim.
Crickets play music with their legs. You fool. You don't even, you're trying to loop in all the same creatures. No, we're not trying to steal weasels and mice. Rats are king.
Paula.
Roaches have had a domicile named after them, the Roach Motel. I mean, what do rats have? Nothing.
Challenge. They have rat kings. That's an ugly, ugly thing, but they have rat kings.
We've got roach coaches. Food on wheels just for the roaches.
Challenge. I'm pretty sure in Cinderella, the fairy godmother made the rats into horses. So we have rat coaches too, and rat chariots. It's
Challenge. You remember that group? There was these two girls. They were called the Roaches, weren't they? I remember them. They were really good.
Challenge. Yeah, no, they weren't. No, you don't even have their tapes anymore. That's right, because you can't even find them on CD or digital. That's how unpopular they were.
Why I don't have the anymore?
Oh, roaches can be covered in chocolate.
We'll end it on that one.
Is that true?
Chocolate covered roaches. What a heated argument. I never thought it would be debated so hotly.
Intense.
It was very intense. But you guys did great. If I ever need a lawyer, I know who I'm going to.
Not us. Not us.
Don't look me up.
Oh man, that's our show. I wanted to once again thank everybody for watching, and especially thank you for to the improvisers for joining us and for lending your funny bone and your time and energy to this effort. We will go ahead and post the links again to those 3 organizations right after we wrap up here in a moment, so that you will have easy access to go in and donate whatever you'd like to any of those organizations for this Amy Fedel Memorial Benefit. So I'd like to go back through once more and go ahead and reintroduce our cast before we close out here.
I'm Steve.
I'm Paula.
Jim.
Timothy.
Brent.
Harris.
Michael.
And Tony.
And again, I am Madeline. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I know I did, and I hope we did. So have a great evening, and we will catch you at the next show. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.